But he had it coming. What, did he cheat or something?
I mean, he did his big one. Let's just say that. He did
What is the big one?
The big one?
like cheating, lying, you know, a little bit.
You know what it is? She probably want to go to a restaurant, some bullshit, and he's like, nah, I want to save money.
That's
That shit, bro.
oh my god, my
Well, he did you a favor.
Fair enough. Okay.
What about you?
Married, actually.
Oh, excuse me. Where's he right now?
Sorry, he's at work.
Okay.
We came here on our honeymoon, and I know someone from the CEO network told me to come on here, so that's why I'm here.
That's love. Appreciate that. All right. What about you?
I don't know. I'm always single on Valentine's.
No. When was your last relationship?
Recently,
Why'd you guys break up?
it just didn't work out.
Oh, okay. Obviously, it didn't work out, but like, why it didn't work out?
It's no reason. That's just, it was mutual. We just wasn't compatible. That's all.
Someone obviously had to start this like breakup. Who was it? Him or you?
Me.
Why?
Just cause I think he had like 5 girlfriends.
Really?
So, yeah.
How'd you find out?
Cause he told me. Investigate. He told me.
So you know, yeah.
So I wasn't down with that. I didn't want to be a part of a group. I didn't want to share them. So it's over.
Then women wonder why men don't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least being honest.
Yeah, he's honest. I appreciate that.
Most niggas lie, man.
But
But that's why.
That's why they stay.
That's why they lie. Yeah, like that's why dudes don't tell women the truth.
Yeah.
All right. What about?
Why are you single? Give us one reason why you're single.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Well,
I should be careful.
because I just moved out to Florida like a year ago, and I'm trying to get my business together, and dudes are a distraction. So,
Do you think that, because you see like black guys, right? You think that they commit often or not really?
the right one will, yeah.
Where is he?
They I don't know. They came, they go, they come,
They
they
came
go.
alright. Yeah, come alright. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't really be paying them attention because I'm about my money right now. So
That's fine.
also,
That's fine. Interesting. What about you?
I'm single because I have standards.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us 2 of your standards.
A job and a car.
That's a low barrier to entry.
yeah, that's bare minimum.
So
Like,
Oh, yeah.
carrying all the weight.
More than that.
Exactly.
A question. Where do you meet your men now? Club?
Honestly, I really don't go looking for anything. I kind of just work most of the time, and I just kind of let it come to me.
Let it come to me.
yeah,
One day or
manifest.
another. Okay.
Manifest.
It's just funny to me, but we'll move on. What?
Manifest.
It's just funny to me, but we'll move on. Why are you so single?
Alright, one reason why I'm single is because I just don't shut the fuck up. Like, I keep talking all the time, and I know, like, a lot of guys just want a girl to, like, shut up, so, yeah, I'm not there yet, so.
Worse than war.
He knows I will kill a bitch if he talks to somebody else. How is it her fault? How is it her fault? Why are you talking to my man? The fuck?
Look at the eyes. Her eyes just were like totally like.
What if she didn't know that you existed?
Yeah, why is it?
I don't care.
It's okay.
Decided, like, for a year to just take a step back, because, like, the guys that I have been with are very, very similar, and it's, like, to me, it's, like, a pattern, and they're not bad people or anything, but I just want to, like, kind of realize, like, okay, like, what is, like, the universe telling me that I have to fix to, like, find the person that, yeah, like, maybe, like, I just need to figure myself out a little more.
Go for darker Cubans.
What is the outcome that happens with these guys? This pattern.
Yeah, sorry. And then
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you brethren, you fellow believers of this truth, and shalom to the elect. So I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but somewhere in the title I'll have the term Western culture has crashed out, right? The mindset of women equality, feminism has totally destroyed a nation of people that did not follow this particular doctrine. And Christianity upholds it as well. The one wife doctrine, there is the group called IUIC who believes that you're only supposed to have one wife in captivity, which never mentions that in the Bible, cannot prove it. But when Isaiah 4:1 says 7 women shall take hold of one man. So when the time for the curses will be up, then it'll be up. So there's one in the middle that you see with the pink on. She said she had 5 boyfriends. The other one, I don't think she's in there. She said she had her boyfriend did the worst thing ever and he cheated. So I want to touch on that a little bit because women, our genes, genetics, right? Our physiology is totally different. Women know this what men do. In fact, the majority of these women who may see a high valued man will be with this man in the hopes that the other woman fall off or don't even care, just so she can be a part of that man. So these are all excuses so they can go and do other things that they want to do. They talk about they're hurt, they're in pain. When nobody hurts more than the man does when these women cheat on them and these men love them. Why? Because you're the penetrators and they're the penetrators. Right? As the term says, horny. Only a man can have that. So let's go to Deuteronomy. Let me get some scientific proof, because what's happening is this agenda. Our manhood is under attack. The agenda, right, is to keep us from procreating less as possible, right? Because we have enough seed in us, right, to seed 1,000 children in a year, probably more. This is why when a woman's biology runs out, her clock runs out, she's done. She can't have any more children. But a man, although he might be 60 years old, he might not produce as much seed, but he is producing seed. You look at Robert De Niro, right? And was it Robert De Niro and Al Pacino? They're in their 80s and having children. But anyway, let's go to Deuteronomy 28:30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, thou shalt not dwell therein. If we ain't the children of Israel, I don't know who the hell is. Right? Thou shalt plant vineyard and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Now we can go to each one of these sections. You got a wife. Okay? She decides in Western culture, you cheated on me. Men don't cheat, by the way. The only way a man can cheat is really on another man, right? If another man has a wife and he sleeps with that man's wife, then he's created a cheating mentality on another man, believe it or not. Not the homo stuff, but the fact that this other man, may have relied on this man as a friend, and you went behind his back to sleep with his possession. This is exactly why women were given as possessions in the ancient times, right? And they had a problem with Great Millstone, with a man taking a woman to himself. Well, wait a minute. Don't they go to the church and they'll say, they'll walk down the aisle, they got a little bit of that right, but a little bit of it wrong? Who gives this daughter away when she gave herself away already? How's he giving something away that doesn't belong to him anymore? It belongs to the other man she lay with. The first one, not the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or 50th man. So we see how this is not adding up. And it's been scientifically proven that when women lay with multiple men, their spirits change, because this is why Yahweh, let me get that real quick. But right here it says, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. And that's what happened. Thou shalt plant vineyard, and shall not gather the grapes. You know what this is going into? This is going into child support, welfare, and everything else. Right? Thou shalt build a house. You may not technically build the house now, but you and your wife, y'all go get a house, your name on the lease, right? You get the house. Even if her name is on there, you're still the head, no matter if she's head on the lease or not. You're the head of the house. So y'all get a house together. She decides because you slept with another woman, right? Now I must get rid of him, take him to child support, take him to alimony, and now this man can't even lie in his own bed. But you know what these women will do? They'll get a deadbeat. They'll get a little Shitmo and Tito and whoever else to go lay with them in your bed. So the question is, through all that, shouldn't you have just kept the man you were with? After all, he's got what you like, so to speak. He has the same thing. With us, we get pissed off because you don't know what the woman is getting. Right? It's a different scenario. Okay, let me go here real quick. I'll try to go through this. Just be a little patient. Exodus 20:17. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor maidservants. Right? So this is saying not to covet it. Right? And what does Deuteronomy 22 says? If a man sleep with a neighbor's wife, he has humbled her. Right? And if he does that, she cannot be pure to him. This is why they talk about a woman being young and how she must, she's not fully developed, as they say. The whole purpose and practice is for the woman to grow with that husband. The woman's childbearing ages are not very long, believe it or not. This society says 18, right? And so from 18 years old on up to about 35 years, so 36 years, that's 18 years of childbearing. Now make that make sense. It's a good amount of time, but then what happens, it's about the career. As you heard this woman say, I was about my career, I don't have time for it, men are troubling, right? Because they're not women, right? They were supplied and funded. Let's get something else of facts, scientific proof. So we see here, right, it says men typically have significantly higher testosterone levels than women, with normal ranges between 300 to 1,000, I think it's nanodeciliters for men, and 15 to 70 for women. So you can see there's a clear difference in testosterone. So what is the importance of testosterone? So we look at this and we see if it was meant for man and woman to be equal, have the same sexual urges and drives, and one man for one woman, then this would be kind of balanced. We know testosterone helps build bones, muscles for strength, but it also has an acting libido. It says here, testosterone is an important hormone for both men and women, playing roles in health, libido, there we go, and overall among other functions, right? Testosterone levels can be measured through the simple blood tests. Now, I also went here, and it says, in ancient men likely had higher testosterone levels than modern men. So we can see there's an agenda. So when a woman has postpartum depression, or she has what you call menopause, everybody respects their hormonal changes. But when a man sees a woman naturally, and how the society desensitizes us for what we see, and it builds up our libido, you can see there's an attack on us, man. Right? It's an attack on our sexuality. In fact, everybody's phony. Damn near everybody cheats, so to speak. You know, there's not many men that would say, you know what, if I had another beautiful woman, I would. But men make sacrifices to make women happy. And then the woman still ain't happy. This woman said she had 5 husbands. Her husband had 5 wives. But she had a problem with it. But now what she'll do is get another man that'll do the same damn thing. Why couldn't you just stay with the man you had? Anyway, let's go to 2 Chronicles 11 and 21. And Rehoboam loved Ma'achah, the daughter of Absalom, above all his wives and his concubines. For he took 18 wives and 80 concubines, and beget 20 and 8 sons and threescore daughters. So if any of you Christians want to come on here and talk about a bishop must be blameless, the husband of one wife, I did videos on that. It had nothing, it was talking about the church and the adultery, and the reason why I said the husband of one wife, it was talking about the wife, because the wife was having many husbands. And in the commentaries, they equated it to the woman at the well, right? In Deuteronomy 17 and 17, it was talking about not making a covenant with the heathens. You can have heathen concubines, but you wasn't to marry into them. That's another video. I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to go into the fact of this is here for a reason. The book of Exodus says if a man take him another wife with a food and raiment, as long as he takes care of her. It's just that simple, right? Let's go to Amos 7 and 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, thy wife shall be a harlot in the city. You know who your wife is? Right? Whatever woman you mess with. A lot of you brothers that had 10, 15, 20, 30 plus women. They were all your wives to some degree, or let me say they was all somebody else's wives. This is what happened when the Lord cursed our black ass, man. Blacks, natives, and Hispanics. He put us in these curses. Proverbs 30. Let me go over here to Sirach. Let me go to Exodus. This is Exodus 1, right? It says, now there arose a new king over Egypt who did not know Joseph, right? And he said to his people, because Joseph made Egypt great, and the king of the Pharaoh died. Behold, the people of Israel are too many and too mighty for us. Come, let us deal shrewdly with them, lest they multiply if wars break out. This is not a multiplication where it's one man and one woman. I guarantee it. If a woman gets pregnant, she could have maybe one, if she's lucky, 2 children in a whole year, if they're twins or triplets. Very rare. Right? Yeah. Therefore they set taskmasters over them and afflicted them with heavy burdens. They built Pharaoh store cities, Pithom, right, and Ramses. But the more they were oppressed, right, this is the Israelites, especially Issachar, man. Ephraim, doubly fruitful. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied, and the more they spread abroad. And the Egyptians were in dread of the people of Israel. So you know the elitists, the agendas, they look back at this. They know the story. So they know if we put them to work, and we keep putting them to work, the man going to come home, he going to lay with the woman for more comfort, and the babies are going to come. Right? So they know this. So what they start doing is says, let's put the stress and the burden on a woman. If we put it on her, she would be too tired, right? And if they break up, and we're gonna fund them and have them make more money. See, they're so scared of us, they're so afraid of us, that they would throw millions and millions of dollars into keeping us separate. What they are afraid of is, this is why they have a problem with the so-called black Hebrew Israelites. This is the stigma. Because, so-called teach hate, but if we ever get right and we ever come back into our righteous cultures, these young men gonna have wives. And then they tell the wives, don't worry, you can go to Amazon, get all the toys you need. You don't need no man. But you know you can never change the fact of a real man. They know this, so they try to come up with more inventions, more toys, more hell, more taxing on the woman, more kicking her ass, more abortion clinics. They fund this stuff. They spend so much money into keeping us from procreating. Anyway, but we're not allowed to say this stuff, right? Ecclesiastes 26 and 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift from the Lord, and there's nothing is so as much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is double graced, and a continent mind cannot be valued. Let me get up here. Verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatter abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and in her eyelids. You can read all of this, man. No wonder they wanted this out of the Bible. They don't want you to know what a good wife is. They want to give you that blue pill music, right? That baby, I love you, and down on your knees, I'm begging you, please. That's what they want to give you. And then to the thugs, they want to give them the rap music and the booty shakers, right? This totally destroys families. Men can't have more than one wife. Madness. Our testosterone shows different. So she's on a period, right, on her monthly. It's been time. And this group IUIC talking about discipline. Those men, them elders in there is 60 plus years old. It's different when you get up past your 40s and 50s. But these young men, we will still say discipline yourself, because you can't go sleeping with every damn thing. This place is out of order. You use the truth to keep you spirited, man. But I can't tell brothers, look, man, you got a wife and you want to mess with another woman. I can't tell you can't do that. That's not scriptural. It's not even scientific. It's not scientifically proven. Yeah, you can look up any site and say that. Anyway, when thou hast gotten fruitful possession through all the field, sow it with thine own seed, trusting in the goodness of that stock. So now it's not even good to do that. The Lord, man, he put a serious hurting on us, man. A dishonest woman contempts shame, but an honest woman will reference her husband. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Right? A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. This is what they're afraid of. And although these women believe all of this, some of them women may wake up and then they'll start seeing. And this is what they're afraid of. And this is why the stigma is out about black Hebrew Israelites. Right? This is why the stigma out. Right? All these young men in the truth, the One West camps and all over that's following the truth, right? You don't see them out gang banging and drug dealing. But there's no hate campaigns for gangsters and drug dealers and thugs and whoremongers. There's no hate campaign for that stuff. Right? Why? Is it that they want us to be that way? But you got young men that was and young women, sisters that's raised in the truth and not whoring around and not shooting and gangbanging and filling up the prisons. Right? So where's the hate at? Do they want us to continually be thugs and murderous gangbangers or simps while their woman is sleeping around and getting abortions? Is this what they want? Obviously. That's all I have on that. Shalom.